35 SLC online right now, and half of them are about to come through the store. So we ambush them. Of course, we run out of stamina even with native class, and eventually we die. So now, as we come back, we're ambushing them one-on-one as like sentries and stuff that are farther out from the main base. We get some gear and some badges. We also swim up behind here. Now, a common claim is that stealth doesn't exist. I'd describe that. Anyways, we chase that guy down to a mine that he's entered, and of course, the idea that this guy is just an average miner is not true, because he joined the St. Lawrence Company, a military faction, so that's why, bro. Then here, I didn't realize it was the same guy, and I think he's just given up at this point. We now have dual badges. At this point, he comes out with the knife, and he's trying to get us. He's not the most accurate knife fighter. Then he escapes this swing, so we just go into the fort and let him live. He's not going to do much with only a knife. And there's still 35 other guards online. So these guys that just completely ignore us, I'm not quite sure how. These guys also don't notice us. Again, I would highly dispute the claim that stealth doesn't exist. Here we go into the barracks here. I think this is where they spawn. And we search the chests and there's nothing, so we go back out again. And a bunch of SLC are doing a battle or something, I don't know. But we shoot at them. And with our decreased native accuracy, it doesn't really work. But yeah, we then go in here, and there's a guy actually waiting inside the fort. I guess it's technically inside the fort. We go down here and ambush him. Our axe doesn't hit. We actually use our gun, and our gun works. Then we attack this guy here in melee. We hit him once, he chambers blocks, and this time he goes for a swing, he swings short, we swing afterwards and hit him. Then we loot like the 2 items he has. The nice thing about being native is that they can't actually, there's no bounty, so you can loot as much as you want with no consequences. Then I noticed 2 SLC coming in with supplies, so we try and ambush them. This guy tries to shoot us, it doesn't work too well, but neither does our shots. You know, we die. But, I mean, yeah, you apparently have achieved infamy, so if you want... apparently I've achieved infamy, so if you want to see more epic content, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, that was the longest plug ever. That's like... The prompt is well off screen by now. And here we have a repeat of pretty much the exact same situation, except this time we only have 300 ping instead of 800, and this guy died. Wait, oh, he doesn't. Okay, yeah, he does die. And of course the SLC over there are still completely oblivious, and now we have a blunderbuss, so this is going to be very interesting. Also, I don't know, don't ask questions. Here we go behind cover, but I interrupt the reload of the blunderbuss. Which normally that would be more important, but because the internet I have is just not great, I have to make sure that the blunderbuss is not my top priority, because, you know, a blunderbuss could misfire, the reload could just not register and stuff like that, so I bandage instead, and now we run out of the fort because there's like 3 of them looking for me. I also have the extreme urge to grenade like the entire SLC faction, taking a picture over there, but I don't. Meanwhile, they chase us into the cave, but after we're in the cave, no one actually chases us. Then, using a spear we looted from a guy earlier, we do an epic spear throw, and then we hit the guy. The other one has spawn protection, so we equip our axe, and turns out we're so infamous there's literal people just standing on the guard towers waiting for us to approach. There's also this guy here who has spawn protection, so we can't use our blunderbuss, and then we die. And now we approach here, and we use the native sniping strategy, except our gun's just not accurate or fast enough, so naturally we come back again, and this time we fight the guy back here outside of the fort. We actually managed to do a quick drop, which with my internet, that's like, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Then this guy comes over here, but this guy actually has a blunderbuss, so we die. Now we go over here. my mouse didn't work, so I couldn't like run back or anything, but apparently I ran all the way into the corner and they didn't notice me. Then this guy pulls out his spyglass indicating he's no longer in third person view, and we take him out. Now, the correct response in this situation is definitely yo. That is a great response. We stashed the Clark musket, but because of our housing rules on Northwind, which are just completely garbage, we're not actually allowed to fight inside of our house. So we shoot at them a little bit, and then we go to somebody else's house, who also set up their house here, which, I'm not gonna lie, this house ever so slightly looks like it may provide unfair amounts of cover for the owning party, so I would question whether it's legal or not. Now the SLC are coming over here. He calls in backup to charge in, so I run off here because I thought, oh, I'm evading the backup. Except they have a third guy here who doesn't hit his shots, but hitting your shot is less important than registering your shot, so naturally we die again. Now here, it's the guy who owns the house. He kind of stole one of our weapons, and we're here to take the weapon back now. So as we approach, we have like this long siege. I cut out most of it because it was just boring, nothing happening. And now we're here on the fort. I also tried the short bow because I think short bows are pretty cool because, you know, it's a bow, so you can like rapid fire, but you also have like the quick draw speed. And now we shoot this guy with a fire arrow, and we get up, we try to hit him with the melee thing, he chamber blocks, and he shoots us with a pistol, but then he dies before he can loot us from the fire. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Then we have here where one really high rank SLC, I think he's high rank. We didn't have maybe he's not high rank, he just has very expensive looking clothing. We also found a tradesman pistol, which is just a reskinned Holstein, and a very interesting boarding axe. And now I'd like to recall you to my house, which, despite not having any beds and being full of weapon storages, is considered a respawn house. And here we have an SLC house that has 2 beds, and this is not a respawn house. It's a 1x1. They don't get much clearer than that. Anyways, we ambush this guy again. Realize this is the same guy now that I'm recording this. Then we get ambushed by these guys over here, and I thought I survived because he like missed his shots, but then someone behind us shoots, and I realized these are the same guys who own the respawn house, except the guy that we kept ambushing at the mine. That's it. He doesn't have a bed in the respawn house. Will these guys get banned? They're SLC, of course not, but you know, naturally in a raid, apparently one of our fans was actually raiding SLC too, so I haven't used a longbow in quite a while, so I'm not very good at it. But we try to shoot this guy and we miss, oof. And then I try and jump out on this guy, but the fort has been remodeled so you can't, so I have to retry again. Then this guy runs through the main gate here, and we dodge his bullets. Again, I try to shoot, but I remember I don't have short bow, and I'm too lazy to actually learn longbow again. And then this guy comes through here, and we get shot here. I use this guy as cover, who also happens to be one of the owners of the respawn house, but then we die. And also, apparently I'm not Candy Powers. I'll let that one sink in a little bit. And we also get a pistol that we looted, and we stashed it. And now we try raiding a different house, but we can't get into the house, so I come back with lockpicks. This guy's here, and he tries to ambush us, so we try to ambush him. He may actually be the owner of the house now that I think about it, but naturally we chase him. He doesn't shoot for some reason. Maybe he's like mobile, that would be my guess, because I don't think he quite understands housing regulations. Naturally, we get shot at a bit, we run behind, we get shot at a bit, but with our native accuracy, guns just aren't that great for long-range combat. I mostly have them for short-range combat against like SLC, which is pretty useful, and we keep getting shot here. Then we get behind cover, but that doesn't matter because we still get shot anyways. Now, a separate guy who shot at us earlier when we were walking back with the lockpicks, we're raiding his house now, and he shoots us, but he's out of guns, so we just keep lockpicking here as pressure, and eventually he comes back up. We approach him, we chamber block, and we shoot at him again. Our gun, no. This time we actually hit the guy, and now we charge up with melee to pressure him. We don't really worry about stamina because we have the advantage here, so we don't actually have to win the melee. We just have to get one hit before he can get two, and now he comes in for two, and we hit him with our axe, and he dies. We also got some pretty great loot here. I mean, I wouldn't actually ever use most of it, but we have it. And then he comes out with a blunder, and we die. Some excellent marksmanship right there. I don't know exactly what new videos I'm gonna make. Maybe if you want like a Q&A or something, other than just constantly the exact same voiceover of gameplay commentary, let me know. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.